crit.
Wow, okay, pretty dire music. Is this the music that plays when you select the final mission in Advance Wars 2? I think it is.
Howdy there.
I mean, it wasn't quite like this in the original, but I forgot how kind of dire things got in the final few missions, because this is the second last mission. Yeah, it is definitely the theme for Final Front in Advance Wars 2. That's nice use of call forward music. Ah, yeah, for once, calling someone smart in this game is actually appropriate. And cue unfitting map music. Welcome back to Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. Last time we defeated the Clone and Andy ×2 and... okay, so now you actually do see Clone Andy on the versus screen here. That's okay. So yeah, we are up against Enigma. Yep, question mark, question mark, question mark. If you're familiar with the original games, you'll know who that is. If not, you're in for a treat because, oh boy, if you thought the music was good before, we're about to hear essentially a JRPG final boss theme. Face off against the mysterious leader of the Black Hole Army. And for this feels kind of cheap, but I do like using Max for this one. Max works very, very well against who we'll be facing here. For some reason, he took that as an insult. Oh, that is cool. That is really, really cool. I love this. I love this so much. Ah, yes, they did use the Advance Wars 2 Black Hole sprites. Yeah, I was hoping this would be the case. Also, the water is a different color now. You can actually change the color of the water in the map editor, like in Design Room, but looks like they're using different colored water for this map. Okay, yeah, I was about to spoil Jewel Strike there, but yeah, I was hoping they would use the Advance Wars 2 Black Hole units in these maps. And yep, that's all we get. So, we're facing a very, very large force, and they can deploy even more. So the power score might be a bit of a thing here. However, we're max, and we can also deploy more units. We have one base, but mainly we want to grab this as soon as possible, and it wouldn't hurt to get this as soon as possible too. Also this. Because yeah, look at these units. We have these futuristic looking fighters, these pretty cool looking bombers. I always love the way black hole rockets looked. We've got black hole infantry, which people have made Among Us jokes about, and mechs, and oh, that's pretty cool. And then I've always loved black hole recons as well, and black hole tanks, as well as medium tanks. And here's something really amazing. In the original, the black hole ships didn't look much different from normal ships, but they look very different in the remake, and that's awesome. Like, look at this sleek, high-tech looking sub. Yeah, this is great. He's got a few missiles to kind of prevent, like, a march to the HQ. But I suppose who you really want to know about is the apparent commander-in-chief of the Black Hole Army. Sturm is a riddle within a shadow, revealing nothing. Question mark. Likes invasions, dislikes peace. Yep. It may seem silly at first glance, but it kind of works. Meteor Strike. Question mark. Now, in the original, I'm pretty sure that he couldn't use Meteor Strike in this map. I don't know if that's changed or not. I guess we're gonna find out. But look at this. So, right. I'm gonna actually have to explain this guy to you, because it's gonna, because you're gonna need to know how this guy works. So, okay, here we go. Sturm has plus 20% firepower on everything, so essentially Kanbei without expensive units. However, in Advance Wars 1, Sturm also has, if he works like he did in the original, and because they've kept most things faithful, he probably does, minus 20% defense on all of his units. So, Max is going to absolutely shred his army. Like, a lot. Max is very, very powerful against Sturm in the first game. But the thing is, normally having a defense penalty is a really, really, really bad thing in Advance Wars. I've gone over this before, but like, essentially, there's no point in having powerful units if they just die. Because what will usually happen is, yeah, you'll slam into the enemy and do a lot of damage, but then they'll hit you, all of your units will get melted, and then you just won't have any troops left to really do anything. Also, it'll mean your capture game is kind of bad, because your infantry will just die before they can capture things. So, normally, bad defense is a problem. However, Sturm is still considered utterly broken, even though he has minus defense, which really says something, because there is something else about Sturm that you may notice if you check this recon. Notice how it can move its full distance, even though there's a whole lot of woods around it? So Sturm's units ignore the movement costs of terrain. I think it's kind of represented by the fact that his tanks and recons hover, but it also means that, say, his subs can just go right through reefs, and as well as battleships, without needing to worry about the movement cost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, they ignore reefs. So this is actually terrifying, because like these infantry can cross these mountains just as fast as mechs can. And this one can go through these mountains with movement to spare. Kind of means that Sturm doesn't even really need mechs. But also in particular, yeah, Sturm's recons can just run right through forests. It doesn't mean that his tanks can go over the rivers. They can still only traverse terrain that they are, you know, actually capable of traversing. But what they can traverse, they traverse at a movement cost of nothing. And this is very, very dangerous. Now, this does have one weakness, and that is that this gets ruined by snow. In snow, Sturm loses his all-terrain movement and suffers the normal penalties of snow at the same time. Which means, weirdly, Olaf is one of this guy's few weaknesses. That's really not saying much, given things that I'll be going into later, but it is something to remember about Sturm. Rain, I believe he does ignore, though, as usual. Now, his power is by far one of the most terrifying powers in the game. It is 5 blocks for a reason, but I won't talk about it here because I do feel like, again, they've kept everything faithful so far, so I don't think he is going to use his power in this map. Okay, if I load in an infantry and a mech into this, I have to make sure the infantry goes... Oh, actually, either way, I get that port with the infantry next turn. So I'm going to put you there, then I'm in a position to grab both of these as soon as I can. And infantry in this, and then... unfortunately, I can't unload you yet, and if I unload it there, I don't think... Can I? I don't think I'll be able to, yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get to the base fast enough if I unload first, so I'm going to have to do this and then get the base later. Don't underestimate these two cities, though. I may need to get those for income at some point. I'm just going to drop you there, because I probably will need you. Missiles only have 4 movement and tires, just why? Missiles are still not great, and yeah, there's kind of a reason why they give you, a bunch of anti-air and missile units for this map. But I do have this right here, so I could try and get... I already have an APC, so I'd rather go for... I'll get another tank, I think. And now, are you ready? Are you ready for maybe one of my favorite video game songs from my childhood, and what they did to it in the remake, which I've already heard, is amazing. it is like I said, it is basically a JRPG final boss theme. Like, it could easily be one. Because Sturm is basically the final boss of this game. Okay, so, I just realized that recon is actually within attack distance of that base already because Sturm. So, I actually need to not do that. I'm gonna put this infantry here. I do really want that base, but I'm gonna need to kill off that recon first. And we have fighters. I mean, these fighters are kind of pointless because I don't have any... Oh. Well, they're not pointless because that transport copter's gonna die. It's just like, I don't have any air units. Oh, and the missile can't quite... Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna reset turn. I'm gonna keep playing this out because it just feels cheap relying on reset turn. So you go down here. Where are the bombers, by the way? One here. I will... Yeah, I am still gonna get both of these, which is good. I know the sub is there. So let's just slowly creep you forward and hopefully not get hit by the sub. And yeah, there is an airport there. It is the only airport on the map. He's kind of likely to get it if he makes good use of this transport copter. I want to try and get this airport because once I do have that, then I'm going to be able to start sending max copters at him. Max Copter kind of sounds like a superhero's name. But for that endeavor, I actually do need more infantry. Should I get more anti-air? Yeah, I'm actually just gonna get more anti-air. I might be able to ferry the rockets over here, but I don't... they're probably gonna get bombed if I do that. Plus, you know, they're max rockets. So you go there. Well, we are gonna be seeing our first Sturm kill on this map. I made sure... Oh, the recon's going up. Right then. Yeah, that's the thing about Sturm. His units are really versatile in where they can position themselves. What is that sub doing? I mean, I know what you're doing. Yeah, Black Hole Fighters look as cool as I always thought they would. And, yep, Max is facepalming. And Sturm is doing a Darth... Well, I almost called it a Darth Vader laugh, but Darth Vader doesn't actually laugh all that much. He does in, like, Soul Calibur, I think, and people found it really jarring. But yeah, Sturm is very much, like, very much heavily inspired by Darth Vader in terms of appearance. He's kind of like Darth Vader crossed with a World War II era dictator. Right then. Okay. I have that. Unfortunately, these two are going to very heroically die, probably because there's a rocket there too. And you know where I am for the purposes of your own subs. But I can at least try and grab some extra defense here. But yeah, look at this. Max versus Sturm with his lower defense and my higher firepower. Sturm gets absolutely just crushed by Max. And as you can see, no power gain. So yes, the very, 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 very slight mercy you get here is that Sturm does not use his power on this map. Oh yeah, gotta watch out for his terrain-ignoring medium tanks too. In fact, it's probably best if I send my own tanks up to kind of intercept that recon. Oh, that's just... yeah. Recons hitting missiles is generally not a good time for anyone. I don't even know how useful my anti-air are going to be, but I can at least try and have them, well, do something. Of course, worse than recons hitting missiles is its sequel, tanks hitting missiles. Oh, I want that base so badly, and his infantry is in range of it too, yeah. Yeah, this is where we start realizing a taste of the terror that Sturm will unleash. Because believe me, if you think this is bad... Oh boy, the next mission. The next mission is going to be so much worse, and then the mission after that is going to be, well, not the mission after that, but like... Yeah, well, let's just say we're not going to see the last of Sturm for a while, and he is just absolutely horrifying to face. If I unload my rocket, it is getting hit by the bomber, but, like, really? Is that such a bad... Oh, it is such a bad thing. I do kind of need more infantry, but I think for now I'm just going to, like, really stack up these tanks. This is a problem with Max, though, is that, like, normally your answer to medium tanks is artillery, but Max can't really do that. Yeah, I'm kind of dithering with this rocket here, but, sort of have to. Now, when I get max force, this guy is really gonna feel it, but, we'll see. Oh, this song is just so good! I used to mispronounce this guy's... Not mispronounce, but I used to misread this guy's name as Strum, so I used to call this song Strumming My Guitar. But that just kind of takes a lot of the coolness out of it. Yeah, well, I actually like Black Hole Recons more than I did in the original, which is saying something. I actually made, in like a school woodworking project, I actually made a Black Hole Recon. I actually had to put wheels on it, though, because it's a little impractical to, have a hovering woodblock vehicle. I'm so sorry, infantry. Oh, wow, the Black Hole Bombers look even cooler, too. Though I will say, you might want to get used to the Black Hole unit designs, because, from here on, it's kind of the only enemies we'll be seeing. And I don't just mean in the first game. Still, they're cool. They're kind of cooler, even cooler in the remake. Oh, great, this mech's gonna get repaired, and I don't really want that. Okay, then. I don't have enough for a cruiser. Cruisers, weirdly, are kind of useful in this map. See, okay, I love this. I love that I get to destroy Sturm's units utterly without needing to worry about giving him Meteor Strike. They've given him a lot of different poses, too, which is good, because, okay. I guess I have to talk about this now. So, I know I sort of say this a lot, but, in the original Advance Wars 1... Yes, in the original Advance Wars 1... Sturm, let's just say, was a little undercut in terms of his appearance. This is what Sturm looked like in Advance Wars 1. And this is what Sturm looked like when he lost units in Advance Wars 1. And this is what Sturm looked like when he killed units in Advance Wars 1. Yeah. All-powerful, mysterious invader, looks like a sniffet, and snorts smoke out of his nose happily when he's winning, and sadly droops his nose when he's losing. I'm so glad they used his Advance Wars 2 design in both games in Reboot Camp. Yeah, there's just no reason why they would ever use the original designs. Like, why would you ever do that? That is completely stupid. But yeah, I'm, again, pretty glad they went with this. So, okay, oh, wow, nice. See, again though, this right here, don't get used to this. Because normally, you don't want to do this to Sturm. Normally, if you do this to Sturm, he gets his power. And you don't want him to get his power. Like, you know the whole, you won't like me when I'm angry thing? You really won't like Sturm when he gets his power. You will not like him when he gets his power. So, yeah, that's something you do need to be very much cautious of, is, if you give Sturm his power... It's bad. It's very bad. So they kind of lull you into a false sense of security by giving you a Sturm where you don't even have to worry about his power meter, but that's going to change. Now, if I do this, he's probably going to try and bomb the anti-air. But at the same time, we'll go infantry, and then I can position my APC one infantry move away. No way, that's 1, 2, 3. I can position it all the way at the bottom of the bridge here. And I also almost have max force, which the extra movement might actually help me on this map. So, you want to know the really cool thing about Sturm's theme in the reboot can? It goes on for over 4 minutes before it loops. They added new segments to the song. It's just absolutely incredible. Like, they just went above and beyond on... Like, of all the songs, like this was the one song, like, they could not screw this up. They absolutely could not afford to screw this up. Sturm's theme is one of the most iconic songs to anybody who played this game originally. Wow, okay, Black Hole Anti-Air was really cool too. Also, speaking of Sturm's theme, here's something that I highly recommend, the Gunmetal remix of this. Definitely look that up if you can. It is insane. It is insane. Like, I mean, I hesitate to call it better than this version, because they're both a little different in terms of how they work, but, it's an incredible song, as well. And, okay, at least a little bit of it survived. That's okay. Yeah, what's playing here is a bit of a leitmotif of Black Hole in general, which you'll see more of in the sequel. It's just... Oh, wow, do Black Hole, landers have... Yeah, they've got propellers on them. That's cool. Okay, so slight issue here, though, is that, I think even with... Oh, actually, with Max Force, I might be able to do some... stupid Max missiles. Yeah, this is where Andy or Sammy might be useful here, but, okay. I'll be getting my power more later. Let's go for it right now.
You're gonna get hurt.
He's never said roll tanks roll on camera. Which might be a good thing, because I don't like the way Aaron Hansen says it. If it is Aaron Hansen. I'm pretty sure it is Aaron Hansen, but still. Okay, it is time to commence with the heritage. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, the fact that he was laughing from that made me think, oh, yeah, I'm probably gonna die in retaliation, but, just happened. Hang on. Hang on, what? Uh-oh, I think I may have glitched something here. That's weird. I can still move my cursor, but I can't... Oh, damn it. I didn't want to have any glitches with this game on camera. That's unfortunate. I haven't really heard of this as a glitch either, but... If I build something and then I reset turn, will that get rid of it? Yeah, because I'm still stuck. I can't actually do anything. But if I reset turn... No. I'm still stuck. Uh-oh. I have no option as to who to attack either. I can only attack the bomber. What? And now, what? Okay. And now the battle's going on forever. If I load a suspend, will that fix it? Now I'm back into the state where I was after that thing died and I built something? Okay. Well, I mean, that's totally fine. Yeah, let's just pretend that never happened. Okay, that was awkward, but... Yeah, at least I'm not totally screwed. Okay, then. Die, lander, please. As cool as you look, I'm gonna have to kill you because I don't want any infantry getting on this airport island. Speaking of infantry, I don't really have a lot. That should die. I mean, you're gonna die to the bomber next turn, but still. That's gone. Right there. Okay. So my kind of plan here was... Seriously, like, Max with power versus Sturm is kind of hilarious. Yeah. Because I get to one-shot his medium tanks with mine. Yeah, he definitely has the minus 20% defense in this game. Though this does actually make me wonder whether or not they kept the aspect of Sturm in the original, which is that basically in the original game, if you are basically in the original game in versus mode actually gave you a slightly different nerfed version of Sturm. Once you unlocked him after like beating the campaign, instead of the campaign version of Sturm, you actually got a version of Sturm that had minus 20% firepower and plus 20% defense. Okay, here is a problem because I can either kill that anti-air or that mech, but I don't think I can kill both. And yeah, this tank right here, it can either go there and block, because I want to start capturing this, is the thing. And, I mean, that mech's not even in range anyway, unless that fighter moves away, which it probably will. I can kill that, though, oh, there's a rocket there. So, you know what, I think I'd actually much rather do this. That, 100... Advance Wars 1 Max, seriously. We are slowly approaching the end of Advance Wars 1 Max, though. He only has 2 more missions to... Actually, no, wait, I have the route split, so scratch that. We're going to be seeing more of him. But yeah, if I move this here, the anti-air won't be able to reach my infantry, and nothing is going to be in rocket range, so that's good. And then I can... Okay, get that. No, I'll unload the infantry, like... No, wait, I will... This is normally bad transport etiquette, but I do kind of need this rocket to go as far forward as it can. Speaking of going as far forward as you can, missile goes there, and then, I can do this because I will want to load up this lander eventually and try and make a push for that airport. If I get that airport, that's going to really help. But once I get both these bases, then things are going to go smoother. On hard mode, the battle for this river tends to be a little more, dicey. Now, I believe the turn limit is pretty generous for an S rank. Oh, okay, you're shooting with the 1 HP battleship. Thought that was the bomber gonna finish off that. Okay, well, I mean, admittedly speaking, that's not a terrible move, because then the bomber gets to shoot my anti-air. I just hope that doesn't glitch the game again. Yes, Sturm unleashes his ultimate weapon. The game glitch... Oh, okay. Huh. That's actually not great. So I don't really have much in the area that can threaten that right now. Oh, his rockets are advancing. But I have a whole bunch of tanks through, and he doesn't really have any medium tanks in the area, so there's not much that's going to be able to stop a max tank march. Yeah, see, this is what happens when you're not Sturm. Oh, my sub's gonna die eventually, though. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to kill that just to kind of clear the way for my landers. Like, I could just, like, park something in front of that and just keep destroying his landers, like, day by day, and just, like, scuttle his income that way. Because, yeah, when you think about it, like, that's actually a decent way to screw him over, because then he won't be, building much of value from those lower bases, but... Yeah, kind of forcing the AI to waste their funds is a valuable strategy, to use my accidental mangled catchphrase over the course of this playthrough. Yeah, I am reveling in the fact, like, absolutely relishing in the fact that I don't need to worry about him getting his power here. Okay, good. Oh, it actually still kills you because your defense penalty. Yeah, see, like, Max's missiles, even though they have lower range, can sometimes be kinda helpful. Okay, that tank can't actually get to the rocket, though. But it is in minimum range if it goes here, so no real reason not to explode this missile. Again, it's not like Sturm's gonna get his power or anything. Yeah, he's just kind of like, you pitiful worms are not worthy of my glorious power. Yet. Yet. Is the key word here. Something's gonna... I can't really avoid something getting hit by a rocket, but... I suppose I can put the medium tank down there. But yeah, max tank march is going to get from here. I don't like the fact that he's got a little bit of a foothold in terms of cities on this area. Oh, these are Green Earth cities. Oh, that must have been a pretty good luck roll. Like, that was like a 93. I don't think there was like... Yeah, that would have had to have been a good luck roll. I wonder if his defense actually factors into the luck roll. Because normally it's only a 95 that's a chance of a one-shot with... I suppose 93 can be if you roll very, very high on luck. Yeah, let's just drop you down there. Rocket will probably not be that good. If only I could repair that lander with these cities, but I can't. I really don't like that I'm kind of forced to do this, but... Because I can't, like, get any fighters on this map, at least not yet, so... I wanted to get another infantry, but I can't really. I wonder if actually a mech here isn't terrible, because, like, that's in a position to possibly jump on a transport later. So, let's see. I've lost 6 already, but I can create new units. And I mean, I do have to worry about the power score a little bit, because, yeah, he does have a lot of units. Oh, we're actually equal on properties, though, which is kind of cool. And he has exactly enough for a lander per turn. So if I keep killing those landers as he keeps bringing them out, then I might be able to mess up his income, but then again, my sub is going to eventually die. Yeah, well, there's his boosted power coming into effect. Because, yeah, I do get hit by him very hard. But he gets hit back very hard. It definitely makes sense with Sturm's character to be like this. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't even need the anti-air up there. Yeah, being on roads around Sturm is usually a bad idea. Now, is he going to build another lander? No, he's going for actual units. I don't like that he's going for actual units. Oh, I don't like... This sub is probably going to die eventually, but I do want to kill off this battleship because it's within protection distance of the HQ. Goodbye, battleship. Oh, I have max force again. Okay, you're getting on. The sea is pretty clear right now, so I should be able to make a run for that airport. Of course, while there's this fighter here, this airport is essentially kind of locked down. I can't really do anything with it, and that's going to force me to build a cruiser later, which is actually a pain. Okay. How about... Okay, yeah, that definitely dies. As much as I said the mech before should get on the transport, I kind of need... I do want to grab cities. So let's start grabbing stuff. Like, I don't really need to sort of grab stuff in the second half of the map, really, but... I mean, I will probably have to make a push for the HQ later. I really, really, really want that rocket to die. But yeah, this is gonna hurt. Regular tank down. There's like... No, I only get 1 extra space out of max force. Oh no, but if I do that, then Bomber plus thing kills that. Okay. Okay, I have that now. That's good. I mean, it can still die, because the bomber can just swing around and hit it from water. I don't really want to throw away, because even though I can build new units on this map, I still, if I just keep thinking that I can just replace, like, all my losses for technique, I have another thing coming, because, yeah, I could end up getting wrecked. Also, oh yeah, his indirects have less defense. That's probably why I'm taking so much damage from his bombers. I will just get another tank, and yeah, I do kind of need to make some headway in getting more units, just in case technique becomes a problem later. So next turn will be max force number 2. Okay, he's getting angry now. What are you... Oh, the rocket can shoot this. I mean, honestly, honestly, my tanks are okay. And of course, Sturm being an enemy in the first game still hates APCs. Maybe he actually transferred them to Olaf. Maybe, you know how they said that he was supplying Blue Moon with funds? Maybe that was all part of his thing. He's just like, I promise you. Oh, okay, that's actually kind of funny. But he's like, I promise you, every APC you destroy, I will pay you. I will pay you all the riches your heart will desire.
Roll, tanks, roll.
Oh, there it is, yeah. Yeah, I always felt like Aaron Hansen didn't really say that all that well, but oh well. Still like the punching sound effects here. Okay. It's gonna take me a couple more turns before I can get that, but that's gonna deprive him of a bit of income. I think I get to the shore faster if I go here. Yeah, I only need 1 infantry to capture that airport, so yeah, no reason to really load anything more in there. Oh, this boat thinks it can go in the river. So don't put yourself in range of artillery. I've always kind of wondered if, like, holy crap, advance was 1 max. Like, just seriously, this is why I like using max in this mission, by the way. Because this happens. Oh, that still kills. Okay. Because, yeah, the minus defense. Because Sturm himself being on a road is usually, like, he has to be on woods to reduce his units to, like, average. Reduce his units to average, you know what I mean. Like, have average defenses, goodbye artillery, no more crashing, into mobile houses for you. This is not gonna... I'm never gonna get that, so... Let's just get you out of here. And let's just move you in a position where you can pick up more infantry. Yeah, this bomber is... Yeah, like, I've said that, like, leaving low HP bombers alive, they can actually get quite a lot done, even with, low HP, so... Sometimes killing them off really helps. You just need to go in there, and then, let's see... I'm barely off a cruiser. That's a shame. I mean, you can kind of send things here with landers, but... The problem here is, like, T-copters aren't really, and I kind of need a T-copter to get to the HQ to really, you know, effectively go... I think the speed ranking on this map is a little generous, but I could be wrong. Like, honestly, I don't even need medium tanks. I just need regular tanks with max right now. They're kind of good at just blowing through everything. And I'm just going to get more infantry. Because I think I do need a cruiser next turn. Oh, that is kind of a cool animation too. So Sturm is he is a unique example of like okay, like as much as I often hate like directly naming TV tropes in like casual conversation, the TV trope here is, and I have a really hard time pronouncing the second word, so forgive me for this, but it's vile villain saccharine show. But essentially, it's when you've got, like, a... I'm sorry. I interrupt my tangent because Sturm remembers. He remembers what he did to me all the way back in 2014. He remembers what he did to me. He remembers how I was tormented by Blockocopter, and so he has built Blockocopter II to continue my torment. I cannot, like, ugh. Curse you, Blocker Copter! I am overkilling you, but you deserve it. It's just like, it must be Sturm's go-to tactic. Yeah, I suppose I'll do that. Okay, good, I can first strike the mech. I was worried that mech would hit my tank. Yeah, somebody I was, like, showing this game to once asked me, like, does joining units hurt your technique ranking? I think it does, like, lower your overall unit count by 1, but it does also not count as a unit dying. Here's the problem. If I get a cruiser, it's gonna get shot by that battleship. But I do need a cruiser because I have to kill that fighter. If I don't kill that fighter, then this airport is basically useless. Of course, he's gonna maybe shell that in. I think he'll hit the lander. I don't think he'll go for the infantry, but I suppose we'll find out. I'm about to summon it. But yeah, wow, I cannot believe that Sturm actually brought back Blocker Copter. This remake has been faithful in more ways than one. It has been faithful to my eternal suffering when it comes to Blocker Copter. It's just still, like, I am in absolute disbelief that he did that. I can't just how? How does he even know to do that? Like, honestly, even recons are actually not bad coming from Max, but the road ends here, and, yeah, we've got heavily dense terrain over this end. Now, yeah, my plan now, because, like, essentially my plan sort of moved into Phase 2 at this point, and Phase 2 is going to be... How much money do I get? I'm getting 15,000. Because I don't think I have enough for a sub next turn with that. Dang it. Right, that's not good. Was kind of hoping to get a sub next turn to finish off that battleship, but oh well. Yeah, Phase 2 is... Now that I've blunted his initial assault, I can now start pushing back.
My name is Sturm.
I wonder if that plays when you've crossed the halfway point of the map. And yes, by the way, like, if you haven't played this game before, that name is going to strike fear in your heart, but if you have played the originals, the name already strikes fear in your heart, because this guy... Yeah, as I was saying, like, the trope Vile Villain Saccharine Show, again, forgive me if I'm kind of pronouncing that wrong, it's basically like where you've got an otherwise very cartoonish, very silly, sometimes child-friendly comical setting. And then there's always that one villain who is just, like, played dead seriously with almost no comedic traits whatsoever. That one villain who, whenever they are on screen, everything just suddenly gets darker. This is that guy for this game. When a lot of kids were growing up with, like, Zelda and Mario and, I was about to say Pokemon, but to me, honestly, Pokemon never really had a memorable villain like this until Ghetsis. Yeah, I'm kind of sorry, Giovanni fans, but I don't know, I was never really a huge fan of Giovanni. Like, to me, he was never really all that difficult, but, like, again, it was, like, Ghetsis was the first time I thought Pokemon had a villain like this. But just... A lot of kids, from what I've heard, were just in awe of villains like Bowser and Ganondorf. They were just those bad guys who just seemed invincible and just so intimidating and terrifying. And the ones who just felt so satisfying to finally defeat when you were a kid, because they were just built up to be so powerful and just so frightening. And, like, I mean, some kids had literal nightmares about these characters. I don't think I ever had actual nightmares about Sturm, but... that was a bad idea. Now he has no choice but to hit my infantry. Crap. Well, that sucks, but okay. Gonna get one tank, and I think I'm actually just gonna hold off on buying anything else. Sturm was that for me. Sturm was my childhood villain. This was the guy who, again, this is the guy that I wanted to beat above all else. And when I finally was able to defeat him for the first time as a kid, it was incredibly satisfying. Especially since the final mission of Advance Wars 2 is kind of a brutal thing, and it took me literally months to beat when I was a kid. So I hope the final mission of Advance Wars 1 doesn't take me literal months to beat. I have to S rank in 2. I don't think it's gonna matter just yet. You can't unload, but still. 2 capture points. Right. Sub, I need you. Fighter, I need you dead. Also, yeah, cruisers. This is probably the one disappointing animation that I have in Reboot Camp, the fact that I only shoot like one shot with their anti-air guns. They actually fired like in a machine gun motion before, but at the same time, they're cruisers. They kind of don't deserve a good animation, honestly. I can't quite reach that one. So yeah, right now, like, his income is actually a little bit screwed over right now. And I do need to kind of get my infantry into position at this point, because it's something that it's actually a... Oh, okay, can do that. It's kind of a tangent that I talked about in a failed take of an earlier recording. Is that, basically, like, one of the reasons why infantry is so important in Advance Wars is that, like, you can have all the units in the world in an area. You can completely sweep your opponent away. But if you don't have any infantry in the vicinity, you can't capitalize on that and make territorial gains. You need infantry to actually capitalize on your offenses. If you don't have any infantry in an area, then I'm gonna go here just hoping the battleship will shoot the lander. Then yeah, you might as well not have made that sweeping offense at all, because you couldn't gain anything out of it. So that is one of the reasons why infantry are so important. It's also a reason why this game feels very different in multiplayer than it does in the campaign. Because the campaign is generally very, very pre-deploy heavy. And at least in Advance Wars 1 it is. Oh, okay, you're attacking the cruiser. Oh, that's fine. That's fine by me. This cruiser did its job. I mean, I don't want it to die, because that'll hurt my technique ranking, but it did its job. Yeah, it's very pre-deploy. You usually don't have that, like, early game economy sort of phase in Advance Wars 1, whereas I played a multiplayer game recently, with my sister and brother-in-law, because I, wanted to successfully convert them to this game, and my sister already played it with me a lot as a kid, but, my, brother-in-law was playing it for the first time, and, I put both of them against me on a versus map, and I also decided to be Olaf to handicap myself even further, and I also made one of them be Max again to handicap myself, and I really shouldn't have done that because I got completely destroyed. But I was essentially just being a training dummy for them anyway. That was my whole kind of purpose there. And so yeah, here's an example. Like I'm pushing into this area, blowing his units off of, well, the area, and then I have infantry nearby to capitalize on the offense and make gains by capturing cities. That's why, yeah, you should always make sure that you have infantry accompanying your attacks. Yeah, I may actually need that rocket later. Here, if I get some landers around here, I might even be able to swing them around. No, I don't want to get that port, because if I get that port, he won't be wasting his money on landers. I need him to waste his money on landers. Because if I get that sub in front, that's going to be fun. But yeah, right now, I kind of just want to get these anti-air around here to blow away these infantry when they try and cross these mountains. As I slowly push forward. How ironic, my AP... Actually, this APC is probably going to run out of fuel entirely. That's kind of sad. But yeah, it is ironic to see an APC on low fuel. But okay then, what's my play now? I have the airport, I'll be able to build stuff... Actually, maybe I should save up for a bomber next turn. Because I was about to just go copters, but, like, honestly, maybe I don't even need the copters at this point, because, like, at this point, I do need to make a push for his HQ. I think I am starting to worry a little bit about speed now. But at the same time... yeah, I'm gonna just do this just to make sure this lander doesn't escape before my sub arrives. And, I guess this lander it may need to get refueled later, but again, I'm gonna go just infantry. That airport is not in a good position to get transport copters out of it, which is a problem. So, like, usually by the time you're pushed into Sturm's base, you've kind of won by route anyway. That is actually kind of a problem with a lot of these sort of non-pre-deploy maps, where, your enemy has, like, again, a fully entrenched base, because usually they position, like, the bases near the HQ, but what that ends up meaning is that by the time, like, the HQ is threatened, then usually you've kind of won by route anyway, because you've kind of destroyed all of their, potential production facilities as well. Whereas, some, like, multiplayer maps, they often... Oh, wow, they actually make laser noises, that's cool. But they often, put bases... Like, they actually put the HQs very far away from bases. Just to make sure that, one, it means you need to make an effort to actually defend your HQs. And two, it means that, I'm gonna have to put this thing here, because I need to save this infantry by doing this. Because now I can get a bomber! But okay, you can just go... You're just gonna conserve fuel for the rest of this map, and now... Yeah, so this is my plan. I blow up his landers every time he builds one, and hopefully he just keeps making more. But, yeah, as I was, saying... Yeah, it's hard to describe unless you've actually seen an Advance Wars by Web match, but they usually put the bases away from the HQs, and it's kind of a decent decision in that regard. I don't like the fact that Because, yeah, this is the thing with Sturm. His higher firepower, you do really feel it when he uses artillery, especially because they have a decent chance of, like, if you're not careful, they will first strike you. I am kind of running out of tanks on this front, so I do need to be a little cautious right now. Now I'm just going to knock you off of your perch. One thing that does actually slightly disappoint me is that in the original, the anti-airs made a very satisfying nya 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 sound. I'm not really doing it right, but you get the idea. I mean, it is nice that I actually get to, you know, blast his units without needing to worry about his power. Just gonna move the missile up, I guess. Yeah, getting this horde of infantry will be where I need them eventually. Yeah, you're gonna go in, because you'll still be kind of useful, actually. Oh, only 2 more. Oh, only 6 fuel left on the medium tank. They do run through fuel pretty quickly in forests. Okay, APC's refueled, though, so it can actually start getting back in the fray. And I think I might need another tank. There is more that I want to talk about, like, regarding Sturm, but, he's lost 33 units, wow. But yeah, he's built 44, so I actually kind of need, like, 4 or 5 kills in a single turn to get the perfect power, like, ranking. So I might actually want to try and conserve some of his units here so that I can get that. Although, I wonder if I'll actually be able to kill... Whoop, that's not good. I was kind of worried that would happen. Oh, it unloaded. I mean, that's kind of fine, but still. Okay. I may get max force partway through this turn. Especially if I bomb the... Seriously, Advance Wars 1 max. Why? Why do you exist? It's almost like he's the true Sturm. Yeah, I'll get a battlecopter. And that's like a 2 HP infantry. I mean, it could potentially, like, block something. I don't really want to block the port, though. I don't actually have max force just yet. But I sort of need to get rid of these things because I do need to kill his artillery right now. Though, I've lost 10. I mean, it's 20%. I still think that's fine for me. Yeah, these longer maps are a little annoying when it comes to getting power and technique for more reasons than one. The main thing is that, well, you know, it's actually harder to get power and technique scores in these maps, but the other thing is because if you fail at getting power and technique on these maps, then you have to replay a lot. So you know what, I'm actually going to go for this missile just to try and see if I can secure power. Okay, good, it actually died. It may not have if my luck roll was too low. And now you can weaken this a little bit. Yeah, even the cities look dark and overcast. Oh, actually, no, again, I don't want to get that port. I don't want to get that port. Because if I get that port, then he stops being able to waste his money on landers. I mean, probably not a terrible idea since my anti-air can't get in there. And yeah, this is almost certainly going to secure me the power score. It's a lot of kills in one turn. In fact, I can actually get... How far? Oh, you can actually shoot him from there, so let's not do that. My medium tank, though, is very much struggling when it comes to fuel at the moment. Why not? Let's just drop you. Interesting how you can't drop and supply in the same turn, but it doesn't matter because you automatically supply every adjacent unit at the start of your turn. So, yeah, let's... Yeah, see, this is looking well and truly good for me right now, but at the same time, I am actually a little concerned about my ranking here, because I might be approaching the threshold of bad speed. I mean, I think I have technique locked down, but I'll do this just in case. So some things might get killed by those tanks. We'll see. Oh, I will, eventually. The question is whether I'll defeat you well. It is kind of a thing with, like, Advance Wars for the most part, is, like, oftentimes... Please tell me that's not a one-shot. It is. That's bad. The Sturm. But yeah, like, oftentimes actually winning, like, is not that hard, but it's getting an S rank that is the hard part. Oh, first striking my medium tank with yours. That is a problem. But even a 3 HP max medium tank is still quite solid. However, remember that you still use ammo even when you're counterattacking, so that can actually sometimes be quite effective at draining your opponent. Of course, there's a Sturm unit on a river, so it's got really, really, really bad defense. Okay. Okay, I have power now. Question is this power gonna... Oh, it might make a difference. It actually might make a difference. Because the bomber can reach his medium tank now. Yeah, that one I feel like loses a lot from not being fully voiced. I kind of wish that that one is fully voiced. Okay, then. Yeah, it affects the sub too. Because, okay, then. If I... That probably dies. Yes, okay. One tank shell just blew up 2 artillery there. And now this medium tank can move, like, away. I mean, oh no, I could probably get a hit on the... Yeah, I'd rather use an infantry here. To take out that. Because now the mech can hit that tank. I kind of wish that my tank could get to his, though. I have a rocket as well. Because this medium tank... I don't really like doing that, though, because I might get hit back too hard. I also will probably want to start base blocking him soon. Just, again, here's more Advance Wars 1 max. If this was like Days of Ruin's way of calculating the power score, Advance Wars max would be totally busted for that. Actually, I kind of wonder. This is probably not going to be a kill, but if I do that and then that. I mean, his neck will be able to first strike me, though. See how much this does. Yeah, there's Sturm's low defense working against him. Of course, yeah, again, this medium tank does need to move away. Because now... Aha! Max bombers are so satisfying. Even after he got nerfed in Advance Wars 2, his bombers are still hilariously powerful. It's done. And yeah, I kinda need to kill this. But yeah, like I said, once you're like close enough to threaten his HQ, you're kind of already in a position where you've basically won anyway. I don't like exposing this infantry to a first strike from the mech and from the anti-air, so let's actually not do that. Let's actually put you in that mountain. Oh, I can try and chip this. It is always fun to like just try and finish off tanks with infantry and mech chip damage. Oh, nice! That was probably a good luck roll. That is excellent, because that would have killed my 1 HP mech. So, like, killing that tank there actually does mean something. Oh, and the transport has +1 movement as well. Yeah, you just go back there so you don't die. And more bombers. Oh, okay, well, you probably die, unfortunately. I was about to say I don't think this will die, but am I? Okay, I'm on a plane. Oh, that did die. Alright, I'm getting worried about technique now. But okay then. Okay then. How many have I, like, lost total? 13. Right then. And yeah, this is what happens when a unit is out of fuel. Like, you're kind of likely to see it with medium tanks because they have a very low fuel capacity, but, however, I can, although I should load something in you before I do anything else. But I don't really need that medium tank to do anything this turn, so I'm actually going to hold off on refueling it just yet. I mean, for now. Oh, I actually do need to kill this if I want to rout him, so I kind of have to leave this bomber here. And I'm actually going to port block him now just because I can't really afford to have him build a lander at this point. Okay. Okay, double team this mech. This is what I was saying all the way back at the start of the playthrough, that infantry versus mechs is generally a good engagement because you usually hit them first, and, wait, that infantry will probably die if I do that. Although, I'm going to be able to bomb this, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, now you'll have the city defense. And my one that has the, that is on the plane is shielded. That's going to be a 6 HP tank this turn. I can get a hit in there, although, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go in here, but I'm not actually going to attack just yet. Another copter, not that it'll really make much of a difference, but still. I'm a little worried about this taking 16 days. And I'm also a little worried about this infantry. Yeah, it still died. That's why I didn't have an attack first. But that did mean he base blocked himself. So, okay, can I win this turn? Let me see. Oh, this copter can't reach anything. Okay. I don't know if I can win this turn. I can finish that. I feel like I'd actually rather have this anti-air kill this. Are you seriously going to be the only thing I... Hang on a minute. 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 Oh. Hang on a minute. If I can triple team this guy... Okay, first one gets you down to 6. Second one gets you down even lower. I might be able to finish him this turn. And finally, finishing with Overkill because we are max. There we go. Seemed kinda easy. Okay then, oh, Max, you have no idea. Next mission, we're gonna get absolutely pummeled.
Huh?
Hey, how's it going, guy who we fought in a war with previously? Yeah, he's still calling him Junior. Yeah, so essentially that was implied to be a robot Sturm. Hence why he couldn't use his power.
That wasn't him! We aren't finished here.
Okay, I didn't expect Technique to be the one that was below perfect, honestly. I felt like I was pumping out a lot of things, but I did have a lot of stuff die later. I'm just glad that I actually S-ranked that, because that took me over an hour and I don't want to have to do that again. So overall, in my opinion, that mission isn't exactly, super difficult, it's just long. The next one, on the other hand, that is a little bit more, yeah. Next time, it is the final mission of Advance Wars 1. One that has actually changed somewhat in how it works in the remake, and definitely for the better. I'll be covering that, and, hopefully, Sturm's final defeats next time.